Good morning. It's Craig once again from ICT Repair. And today we're going to go over some CC6100 coin changer troubleshooting maintenance steps that you can do in the field that may get your coin acceptor back into working state, or at least help rule down and isolate which problems they may be experiencing. So when you do need to contact us for support, you'll have a better idea what's going on, and we may be able to help you a bit faster. There hasn't really been a lot of issues with these coin changers. Every now and then there are a few small hangups, but that's what this video is going to help you to understand and just get some overall better knowledge of your coin acceptor unit. So give me one moment here and let me change over my cameras. Okay. So when you have your changer on, let's see if I can get some zoom in on this for you guys. All right, can't zoom it, so I'll carry you over there instead. So that should be about the normal idle display that your changer should be showing. Your numbers aren't going to be this, obviously. This represents the number of coins in each tube. For testing right now, I'm not using any dollar coins, so that's why it does show 0. But if you start up your machine and your changer and you get to this screen, that means it at least hasn't come across any problem that it can identify yet. So that's what we're going to be proceeding here to try and isolate that out for you and help rule out what could be a potential problem. So at the idle display like this, if you press any of these buttons up front, that will dispense a single coin from that tube. So as I mentioned, tube A is the dollar coins that I have empty right now. Tube B will be quarters, so it's showing 8 right now on tube B. So if you press B once, it didn't dispense. That indicates that there's something wrong with tube B. So continuing on, you can just open up your cassette and inspect anything here below. You can also press that tube again, and we'll activate both of these wheels depending on the tube that is selected. It will spin both ways, but you just want to see that once you hit the tube letter that it will actually activate the motors. So that's correct. Tube B, that's also correct. Tube C, that's good. Tube D, also good. E, and F. So the motors in here seem good. So that leads you to think Put down my camera here so I can use both hands. Focus. That could mean that something on the bottom with your teeth could be bent out of place, or coin is jammed. So right now, tube B is jammed, where that 1/4 will not come out easily as it should. So if that's the case, unfortunately, you do have to dump out all your coins. And you can see, even after all the coins in here, it's still stuck. So just push on that from the other side lightly and have those come out, which will clear your jammed area. And then you can go back to refilling your coins. The way that I like to do it, and is technically the most accurate, but is the most time consuming, is actually feeding every coin in through the top of your coin slot. That will give you a 1-to-1 accuracy of every coin that's put in and every coin that's dispensed. Using the other method, which is you fill all your coins to the max capacity in the tubes, and using the scanner or the sensor inventory, that is more of a gray area. So you may have a plus or minus of anywhere from 4 to 11 coins, depending on what type it is and the thickness. So you may be short by 10 dimes, since it's the smallest coin, and comparatively you may be shorted by $7 coins. So $7, is it worth your time to accept that, or spend a little time and actually feed your coins through the top? That is up to you. Both ways are perfectly fine. Just like I said, personally, I like to feed every coin because that's the most accurate. So to do that, since I emptied the coins here, any time that you dump out your coins, you do want to go into your administration and clear the tube values. Since there's no coins in there anymore, it's going to throw off all your values and your counts. So to enter the administration mode, let me see if I can focus this a little bit better. All right, so to enter administration mode, you hit manual once and then D 4 times. And that will give you, 3 times. The password unlock is A, B, C, D. That will get you into the administration mode, which gives you full access to your options. So you want to go and scroll down back to option 115, clear tube count. Hit enter once, enter again to confirm. It'll bounce you back to the menu. Hit manual once to go back. Your tubes are now clear, and now you can start to enter and feed your coins through the top. To do that, you once again hit manual and hit enter on refill coin. The values here are how many coins, not so much the tubes, but how many coins that you're able to hold, the capacity that's left in there. So, for example, if you feed in quarter. That will increment by 1. So the changer can hold about 206 quarter coins. Then, for example, if you drop in a dime, it dropped down to 89. So you would just go through and fill out all your tubes. Do that really quick. You can feed this too fast, but in that case, it'll just empty them out at the bottom. So let me put this back on stand here. Focus. Maybe. There, focus. So as I mentioned, you can feed it too fast. So if you just dump in a bunch of coins, the ones that don't get counted will just come out the bottom. So, or get blocked up here at the top. So if it does get jammed, just hit this green release, and that will pass any coins that are stuck up in here through the rejection. So. And let's just say we're finished. Once you do finish loading your coins, let's see if it's the focus again. You'll just hit your manual button once. That'll go back to your idle display, and now you'll have a 1-to-1 accuracy of how many coins are actually have been loaded into the top of your changer. The counts may be off because it will be using different tubes. So quarters will be split amongst B, F, and C, as you can see here. That will just go based off of the low-level default settings that are set from our factory. Another thing to make note of, say you want to quickly empty out your tubes, but you don't want to remove your cassette, or you just want, all of your quarters or a single tube to be ejected out. That could be done by holding the green reject lever and then the actual tube letter. So hold that until it will start to reject. It will keep trying to reject even though there's no more coins, just past a default low level, just to ensure that all the coins have been fully ejected. So once again, to reject a tube, you just hold your green lever and press the tube that you want to reject. Hold it until it starts to dispense. So as I mentioned, even though it only rejected maybe 5 coins, it tried to release maybe 10 coins. That's just trying the unit trying to go past its default low level to ensure that all the coins have been fully dispensed. You may sometimes have a component inside this upper module come out of place. We call that the flight deck. It doesn't fly. I don't know why it's called that. It just is. So to get into this area, you can press this little button and it says the door is open. That exposes this whole nice little area. So this clear plastic guard almost is more of the path that the coins will travel down. This can be removed. It shouldn't need to be removed, but for cleaning, you press the one side, there's a groove that it just slides straight out and it exposes your coin path. Inside here are your solenoid actuators, which basically tell the coin path which of these should trigger. It's like a gate, open or close, and that will determine the path of the coin and which tube will go into which coin will go into each tube respectively. You don't want to really force anything in here. That can easily lead to damage, which we will have questioning why you were in here for a unit that's under warranty, perhaps. So that might void your coverage if anything in here has been tampered with or damaged. So if you don't need to really be in here, don't mess around too much. So to put that back, like I mentioned or demonstrated a minute ago, there's 2 little slots that it slides into. And then once it's straight, it just clips into place. You'll know that everything is correct if you close it and your tubes begin checking again and you go back to your idle display. If you get an issue where you have it all closed up and it's saying door open, but it's obviously closed, check that your guard is actually in the correct place. So get that in there, and once it's closed and correct, you'll be returned back to your idle display. So I hope that was a little bit informative on how to go through and check some of your CC6100 and make sure that everything is functioning and working proper. If you are having any further concerns, questions, issues, feel free to contact us and we will be happy to help. Once again, thank you and you have a great day.